As you may know, that in Vietnam we have a huge population, about more than 90 million in population, which is slightly more women than men. And we have a young population, and so about 50 million are participating in the labor market. But we have a majority are participating actually in informal sector, and which means that people working in agriculture and also in family-based business or self-employed. We have estimatedly about 15 million wage earners. The problem is many workers in the informal sector actually involve partly in the formal sector. That is an interesting thing, because we have about 70% working in agriculture, but at the same time many of them during the free time, because you do not work the whole year in agriculture, you need to wait for the crops, and so they also migrating to cities and province and working part-time or seasonal workers in the cities or in the factories or in some companies. Thanks to a new way of approach for the organizing, for a more bottom-up approach, meeting with the workers and to talk about their problems instead of more bureaucratic ways, like meeting with the employers, asking for kind of permissions or something. Many foreign-owned companies, it's not a good tradition. Maybe in their countries, we're dealing with the trade unions, for example, like in Taiwan or South Korea. We have some case that the employers treat really badly to the workers. We cause a lot of tensions from the workers. I think Swedish unions is one of the very first unions in the world with trying to cooperate with the unions in Vietnam. And back to that time, I think no one heard about collective bargaining agreements, and it's changing over the time. And even until early of 2000s, I think it's not really common terms, but now it's already there in the laws, and people know more about it, and in some kind of non-business entities like the universities or hospitals, I mean the private one, also we have collective bargaining agreements there, which is something you cannot imagine 10 years back. And so we learned from the experience, and we learned the skills. We have different projects with different unions which focus on building the capacities for the trade unions, and this is very important. The reason is, in Vietnam, the collective bargaining systems mainly are mainly at the workplace level. So you have the collective bargaining agreements mainly at the workplace level. So it's required a lot of capacity for the unions there for negotiating their own collective bargaining agreements. We have now, thanks to the new law, that a bigger role of the unions at upper level, that they can extend support to the workplace unions.